Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace and I'm from Western New York. Today I'm going to try something a little different. Today I'm going to talk about chickens. Caring for chickens. I'm excited about caring for the chickens and giving a little bit of advice about the chickens. My battery's going to die, unfortunately. Chickens are not only great pets, but they give you good fresh eggs and they can bring you a lot of joy. Whether you're a beginner or looking to improve your chicken care, I've got some information for you. First thing is you have to know which chicken you want, so you're going to have to choose the right chicken. You can either choose Rhode Island Red, which are bossy chickens. I think they're kind of bossy. Or Leghorns. They're more skittish. Or if you want something that's a friendlier chicken, you could choose, if you want to consider a friendly pet chicken, or consider to have a silky or a Orpington, either the buff or the blue Orpington. An Orpington is what I had. I've never had a silky. I would like to have a silky someday, but they are very docile, and the other hens would pick on them, and they're very small.
Yeah, we started with the Orpingtons.
We had 6 little Orpingtons. In fact, Emma was the best of the Orpingtons. She was the one that would go broody all the time, and she lived to be 8 years old, which is pretty old for a chicken, because chickens usually only live about 2 to 3 years. You're going to need a coop for your chickens, some safe and comfortable away from the elements and from predators. A lot of people are wondering about the space that you need for a chicken. You need about 4 square feet per bird in the coop. You need 10 square feet of space outside, so that's why my run is really huge. Some people don't have a big run and they need a bigger run. You'll find that it gets muddy. What were you going to say?
I was going to say the bigger the run, the better.
That's for sure. They like to go up into my brush that I have. When they were able to get under the tree, they used to spend a lot of time under the tree, and there was actually no grass under that tree anymore or around the tree. Free
ranging is the best way of doing the chickens, if you can.
If you can. If you can't, well, you can't. You need at least 3, or need at least a nesting box for 3 to 4 hens. And if you've noticed,
for every 3 to 4.
For every 3 to 4 hens, that's true. If you've noticed, some of my birds will sit on somebody else's sitting in a nest, even though there's a bunch of nests empty, because I have 6 nesting boxes, and I fill them with grass that we've cut. You can put grass, you can put straw, you can put hay, you can put wood chips, whatever you find keeps the hens dry and clean and gives them a soft sitting spot. When you're feeding your hens, you should always make sure that they have at least 16% protein. I give mine some cat food and dog food at times because the protein level is actually higher. They enjoy the difference in the food.
Whether it tastes different or not, we don't know, but apparently they like it.
Well, they seem to know what's good and what's bad because they will eat some things really fast. And they, even with the dog food, they'll pick out the certain shapes more so than the other shape. And I buy the itty-bitty dog food. You want the tinier, like the pellets. I use pellets. Some people use the crumble, which I feel the crumble is wasteful. The pellets seem to go over better. They can also eat whole corn. In the winter, I give them whole corn to keep them warm. And because it takes them longer to digest the corn, and they get everything that's in it. When you buy them cracked corn, they're missing out on some stuff. You can give your chickens scratch. My glasses are falling down. You can give your chickens scratch as a treat, but it shouldn't be too often. I found that I'm giving mine a treat probably twice a day, usually. I try not to go over that there for a while, Mr. and Fred were really crowing for the scratch, but they've gotten better. The chickens also need a lot of water. Especially in the summer when because they could get dehydrated quickly. In the winter, if they are thirsty, they can eat snow here. But always keep them with a lot of water. I have my water so that it doesn't freeze in the winter by putting it on a chimney.
Chimney block.
A chimney block, yeah. I climbed the roof and I put it on our chimney. No, it's on a chimney block, and it's got a light bulb underneath, and you have to have the old-fashioned light bulbs, not the LEDs, because the LEDs don't get hot. You need an old bulb, older style bulb.
They're called incandescent.
That will warm the water, and I use a 60-watt bulb.
You also want to make sure that their coop is well ventilated in the wintertime so that they stay dry, because the worst thing in the winter for the chickens is if they're damp. That's when they will get sick.
They get the scaly legs or the mites or something on them. They don't do well. And you keep an eye on your chickens, because if they look like they're just kind of laying around, there's something wrong with them. I have one vet that I think will take my chickens, only because it's very hard to find a vet for chickens. Most people, when the chicken is ill, they'll call it, or they'll just get rid of it before it passes on its own. But there is a vet in our area that has a farm, and she has her own animals, and she understands the chickens are important to some of us. Some of us like them as pets. I don't eat any of my chickens.
But we do eat their eggs.
Yes, we do. Their eggs, it took me a long time to even eat the eggs. I have a little video for you, because I had a question about Silver, and Silver is the main bird in this video. I tried to capture her. They seem to know every time when you're after them or going to capture them. And then there's Little Lady and her look-alike, and they're standing side by side. So let's just go to that video and you can see. Here, chick, 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 chick. Here, chick, 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 chick. I had questions about Silver. Silver is right down there. We'll get everybody away from her. Try go this direction. There's Silver. They all just got scratched. That's Little Lady. Little Lady is right there. And her look-alike just came running through. Little Ladies look-alike and Little Lady. Every day I make myself pasta. And what I do is I use angel hair pasta. And I'm going to measure out 2 ounces, because that's a serving. Turn it on. It's at 0. Then I take a little bit of the pasta out of the container and put it on the scale. And I got exactly 2 ounces. pasta back in the container and I put that away. After the pasta is all broken up, then I put a little salt on here. I then add a teaspoon of salt. And I put it right on the pasta. This way I don't forget to add it when I'm cooking it. Your water should be salted first. A lot of people sprinkle salt on after it's cooked, and that's not good. You put it into the water. I put enough water into a pan, and then I'll put this on the stove and wait for it to boil. I went out to the garden and I've got myself 6 hot peppers that I plan to eat. 6 hot peppers. I'm going to cut them up and put them in my pasta. I cut the hot peppers up and put them into my dish, and this will be underneath the pasta until I stir it. I put my pasta on top of the hot peppers. Now I'm going to add my ketchup. I just squirt a little bit on, just enough to give it a little color. Then I stir it in. After I stir it in, I add a little cheese to it. We'll go back on chickens. Chickens are good companions and friends to you. They recognize their owners. They can recognize about 200 faces. And they recognize me. Whenever they see me, they think I've got some food or something for them.
They recognize me. Sometimes they think that I'm not good for them, but a lot of times they think I'm good. They recognize that I'm
He's
good.
always cleaning their coop out, or he's giving them water, or bringing the food.
Or cleaning their pasture area, their fenced-in area.
Yeah, he mows it and weed whacks around the fence. The chickens are very social, so you might have to have some entertainment for them, especially in the winter. I give them a seed block, and they also can have hanging cabbage. Or something. We've done that too in the past. It's hard to hang the cabbage, but you can do it. You drill a hole through the middle, and you have to put a washer and a long bolt and stake in it, or whatever, bolt, and then nuts on the end.
We've also used hanging suet blocks.
Tried that too. Yeah.
We've tried that, and that works.
I've got some suet, and I keep my suet blocks in the freezer so that they're not mushy when you take them out of the packaging, because they can get mushy. Also, make sure they have a dust area, because they need to dust summer and winter. I have a dust area that Jim built onto the coop for them, and they go in there, and sometimes I've found eggs in there where I don't want eggs.
What's the purpose of their dusting?
It's to keep their feathers clean.
It's kind of like us taking a shower.
It keeps the mites off them and keeps them. They look cleaner and shinier after they've dusted, and then you'll see them preen a little bit. They'll go from down the feathers, and they make it pretty. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.